YouTube, good morning.
Back at it.
We are about to head out right now, go meet up with some friends. We're gonna meet up with Zay. You guys will meet him later. And today we're gonna be installing an intake on his Mustang, I believe. So stay tuned for that, and let's go ahead and head out. Alright, so we finished up with breakfast now. I am currently behind Zay. We're gonna go ahead and head to his mom's house, I believe, to go ahead and install the, not exhaust, the intake, as he does right now in front of me. Some content for the channel. Alright guys, so we pulled up to his mom's house. There is the infamous man Zay, the 5.0.
Crowd killer.
Intake, crowd killer. There you go. And then we got Bae back there chilling. We might be washing her today. So the intake he's going with is an AirRaid. As you can see here is the full thing. Filters in here, dry filter. Got coupling, some more couplings in there. The housing, intake tube, and some more tube in there. And we are going to be swapping over the MAF sensor, I believe, right?
Yes, we are. She's gonna be breathing real heavy. We're gonna go searching for some crowds afterwards. Should be a fun one.
All right, so let's hop right into it and start pulling off the stock one. So y'all know the name of the game. We only do things safely here at Serviced by Serta. So first step, disconnecting the battery.
Not to lose it. This alone adds right here maybe like 5 horsepower. Definitely need that.
Plastic housing, 5 horsepower. You heard it here first.
Decals.
I was gonna say, how much do stickers add if the plastic housing is only 5?
It depends how big we're talking. Usually something maybe around like yay big. We're talking maybe yay big, I'd say like 7 horsepower. A little one like your Instagram ad name only has like 3. That's about it.
All right, well, you know what that means, right? Type R is pretty fast.
Type R's been fast, bro.
Touche. So in typical automotive world, he just spent 5 minutes looking for the 10mm socket.
Like not even the one I wanted either. I got the freaking long one, the long side.
It never fails. Next up, the other plastic housing that adds, how much does that add? 20 horsepower?
This one's a little on the heavier side, so yeah, this is about like 20 horsepower. Without this, bro, you're definitely sliding all over the place too.
All right, so you're here first. That prevents you from hitting the crowd. Come on, man.
Oh!
The chucheros out. So after that covers off, next up we're gonna remove these hoses that go into the intake tube. Should be 3 of them, 1 here, and then 2 over there on that side. 1 clip here. You just, push that in, pull out.
It's hard to pull out sometimes.
And you got one there.
You definitely need something for
and
that.
then the other one back there. And then we gotta remove this. Well, not remove it, but loosen that. And then there's another one right there, and then she goes bye-bye.
What do you think, it's size 8, 7? I'm gonna go with an 8. What do you think?
I say 8.
What do we got right here? This is an 8. Let's see.
First try?
Nope.
You would have thought.
7. It is a 7.
So we thought the 10mm was bad.
Bro, I feel like finding smaller sizes is even worse.
Pull her off, bud. There we go. Would you look at that? And the whole thing's about to come up. Mine is 10 horsepower.
There we go.
Right off the bat. This is the thing that makes it go wee wee. Next up, about the easiest thing I've ever seen in my life. You got 1 bolt over there. What is it, a 10?
Yep, we're going with a 10. And then it should release once we pull on it.
The whole thing.
The whole thing should come right out. And then we have to reuse the rubber grommet that either stays stuck to your fender or comes out with the box. We have to reuse that with the new one.
And obviously, pulling out, we're gonna disconnect the MAF sensor while we're right here anyway.
I feel like I can't work with gloves.
And just like that, that's out.
just gotta replace the map sensor and transport it to the new one.
Look at all this room for activities.
Yeah. Supercharger? Soon?
That'll go there.
Yeah. It's coming soon?
Is it?
If you're buying it.
I don't know about that one.
We're about 8K deep in the hole. Alright, so next up.
We start prepping up everything in the box.
I thought we were gonna start the car.
I don't think we should do that. So next up, we're gonna be installing the filter adapter into the housing. I'm gonna go ahead and install the hardware that is supplied with 3 holes. So that's our other friend, Oz.
That's the one who crashes the cars.
Yeah, we don't condone his behavior.
Yeah,
but
no, we drive Prius speed.
That's Oz. I installed the exhaust on that car. That upload should be going live soon here. I'll go ahead and show you some more of that once he pulls up. And for now, the housing is back in. These are all tightened down. What's next? There he is.
There's the neighborhood asshole.
I'm surrounded by 2 V8s. I feel bullied. Tint so dark you can't even see through it. Say hi to the camera.
What
So
up, yo?
this is the infamous Oz and the infamous, where's it at?
It's good, a-hole.
Infamous
sound?
Hellcat. Sounds good.
Sounds great.
I told him I don't condone your behavior, but it sounds good.
We drive,
condone my behavior.
nah, bro, we drive Prius speed around here, and you're over here doing like $120 in the school zone.
Oh, come on, man. I gotta show you what I got.
We see what you got.
I bet you when you start this, you're gonna be wilding out too.
I bet I start this right now. The car will wild out by itself.
This shit
There's no
blow
intake.
up. It's about to blow up. That's right.
All right, so next up, we went ahead and swapped over the nav sensor from the stock to the new using the T25s with the supplied hardware. Next up, we're gonna plug the holes, right?
Austin knows a lot about that.
Oh my God, why did I know that was gonna happen?
Bro, how do you expect to come here and me not mess with you? We got 1 hole plugged. Austin.
Should be, what, 3 of them? 4 of
Yep,
them?
We're plugging 3 holes. And 1 more in the back.
While he's doing that, let's talk about the beautiful day out here in the dirty Jersey. I want to go
This
ahead,
way? Yeah, it was this way, right?
put our fittings in so they can get it in there.
The big mumbo jumbo.
Other way.
Yeah, it's not going up like that.
And
Alright.
kaboom.
Alright, so we're good.
Now what? Next up, I'm gonna put the factory box back in and then secure it with the 110 mil that we had removed initially. Kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room? So that's gonna be the air resonator, and we're gonna be replacing the front tube here, I believe. So we're gonna loosen up that clamp right there. Tell them what's next.
Alright, so we're gonna take this coupler right here. We got these 2 clamps. We're gonna attach them on either end. But before doing that, we're gonna fit this into the freaking part right there.
Oh, you're supposed to put the clamp on and then put it on, because you gotta clamp it down to the.
You know what, Miguel? Sometimes you're right.
Good job.
Sometimes you're right. And then sometimes you're right.
There we go.
And then we'll just use a flathead or a size 8 or 7 actually to tighten these down. We'll tighten this one down at least. Alright, now we're going to take the other coupler, we're going to put it on the throttle body, which goes right here. We'll leave this right side up so it's easy to access, as well as this one over here. You think it'd be easier to put it on this side or this side? What do you think?
I think the side you got it on.
You think it'd be easier, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully the intake tube doesn't block it though. But, all right, that's that. So now we're just gonna take the rest of the intake and we're gonna put it inside the couplers.
Now we'll go ahead and tighten down the 4 clamps and then put on the hoses back where we took them off from originally. So next up, we're going to install the piece of hose provided from where the old accumulator was onto that end, and then over here using the 2 clamps that were provided. Alright, quick little update. Zayas 5.0 doesn't come with, what was it, a breather hose or something?
Yeah, instead of small breather hose, if it doesn't come equipped with it, then you are supposed to plug this hole instead with that silver piece. You're supposed to plug it with a blind grommet. I wish they would have said that in the beginning after we did all that.
This is true.
It is what
but
it
now
is.
it's plugged.
Yep.
Before we move on any further, we should probably plug in the MAF sensor. AirRaid, top quality. They even provide a little hole to put the harness back in.
That's what $375 will get you.
That's it?
I wish mine was $375.
That's it. That's expensive. What do you mean?
I wish mine was that much.
How much is yours?
$460.
Oh, actually, the PRL intake for the Type R is $400 too.
Wait, how much is yours? What?
$460.
And what's the name?
Leg maker.
Leg makers.
Like,
You see them all in all the Hellcats.
yeah, that's that Mopar.
Did you check JLT?
Yeah, that's like $420. Still more expensive than yours.
Well, you want Hellcat? You got Hellcat
Everything
prices.
is more expensive.
You got Hellcat price.
Before we go ahead and move on to the next step, I just want to give a quick shout out to my boy Aaron over at Valid Performance for hooking me up with the t-shirt. Even's got the last name on the side there. So if you guys like this or into more JDM content, I would recommend his channel to you guys. I'll go ahead and put his Instagram and channel down in the description below. Next up is the best part.
Filter. Now it's kind of a tight fit, just like the guy said in the video, but
Everything takes some finesse.
yep, I've just got to make sure that this clamp is actually accessible, because if not, we're screwed.
Alright, so next up is probably the best part of this whole install. I think it's pretty fire. So you got a plastic little shield over the housing,
And we got to put this metal one over.
then the metal one.
Can we just put a disclaimer out there that I'm not a car technician, so if it seems like I didn't know what I didn't know what I was doing, is because I didn't. All right, just putting that out there because I'm probably gonna get roasted in the comments.
That's all. Anybody really cares.
No, you'd be surprised, bro. I feel like car channels are brutal when it comes to if you don't know what you're doing.
That's true.
Alright, so you're gonna go ahead and install the metal shield as well with the supplied hardware. Alright, so just like Zay's disclaimer said, so you can see here that these are actually Allen's, but he's using a T25 for it, but it's alright, you know?
It works just fine.
It gets the job done.
That's right.
It is what it is.
And someone's probably gonna come crazy in the comments. You freaking don't know what you're doing, bro. I know, you're right, but we're having fun.
That's all that matters. First world problems. Figuring out where to put the stickers. Oh, they're both the same thing.
Yeah, but I'm assuming that obviously there's one right here.
I would put if you're gonna put it on anything, I would put it on here.
Up here?
Yeah.
Is that on the glass?
Yeah, no, I'll put it on the glass.
What do you think?
I say where he said, yeah, up there.
All right, first one. I'm telling you, this right here, 5 horsepower. Austin, shut up. Yo, that's perfect.
I mean,
Is that not? That's perfect.
I don't know. Y'all put it down in the comments. Y'all think it's
it
crooked?
should work for AirRaid.
I think you should work for Dodge. How about that?
I kind of want to, so I can get some discounts.
You already bought the Hellcat. What you gonna get a discount on?
Everything else that I freaking need for the
Oh,
car.
it's warm out. There's my kid.
That's your best friends, eh?
Ladies and gentlemen, the neighborhood crackhead.
You ain't hear him?
I said, ladies and gentlemen, the neighborhood crackhead.
You know her?
She lives like 3 houses down. She's always like,
She seems nice.
no, she's cool as hell. She's always on some shit. No, man, see that one would have started a fire.
That's a nice
That
catch, but
That would have been bad. All right, so you're saying right here.
I just want to put it on the bottom.
You think right there?
That's fine. Yep, and get the bottom. Alright, it's standing.
Alright, so they say that the intake provides 15 horsepower without a tune, and then what, 35 with the
I
tune?
say 35 with the tune. I kind of want to hear how it sounds though. I probably won't be able to hear much because it's a closed box.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if we're gonna sound any different. Oh, he wilding in the car. Oh. Oh. So I should also let you guys know, get used to this location. There's gonna be plenty of more mods getting installed in this very driveway or out on the street. All right, she's all wrapped up. Battery's connected.
All right, let's start it up. If she doesn't blow up, we're all right.
Oh, it's smoking.
All right.
So we got a thumbs up. What you think?
That's about it.
I definitely heard a little more coming from over here,
Nothing crazy
like
right
in
there.
the higher RPMs, but besides that, it's pretty much all exhaust, which is good.
Well, I want the closed box because I actually want my intake to be cold.
Yeah,
You know, sucking
and
in cold
actually
air.
provide cold air.
Yeah. So,
Road test?
hold on.
All right.
Try to close the windows.
I don't know if it's in my head, but I definitely feel a little more pull. I don't know if it's in my head.
Shit.
I mean, 15 horsepower, you might feel a little something, but you're not
That's
gonna
what I'm
feel
saying.
nothing crazy.
Yeah, I feel a little something. Nothing like a freaking like a tune or something like that. But I definitely feel a little something.
It feels more.
Yeah, definitely. I feel a little something. Nothing crazy.
So what would you rate it? For anybody who's interested in putting an intake on.
I'm not gonna lie. I would want the sound a little louder, but I can understand because it's a closed box. But as far as like install, fitment, quality, the whole nine, I give it a 9. It would get a 10 if it were a little louder. That's about it. Good gains too.
I'd say about the same, and on top of that, pretty quick and easy install. Probably took us maybe an hour 10, if that. So overall, 10 out of 10. All right, guys, so that's gonna go ahead and wrap up today's video. As you saw there, we went ahead and went out for breakfast this morning and then got back and installed that exhaust on his car. I keep saying exhaust. We installed the intake on his car. Like we said before, 10 out of 10 quality. Felt somewhat of a difference. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.